What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Turf Therapy. In today's episode of Turf Therapy, I'm going to be updating you on what my fall garden looks like this season.
Drunk, I've never seen you clearer than now. We're flying high, floating somewhere up in the clouds.
As you know, I struggled a little bit with this fall garden because I was out of town during the most important months of getting starts going and getting transplants going. But with the help of my lovely wife, Mrs. Turf Therapy, we still have things that we will be harvesting this season. Now, there's some things that we were late on that, I don't know how they will perform, and you kind of just don't know certain things until you try it, right? So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try it. So the first stop in the fall garden tour is going to be here, right? So we have some peas that I started over here. I don't remember exactly which ones, but they're sugar peas for sure, sugar snap peas. And then also we have in here is some Bloomsdale long-standing spinach. Yep, that's what we have right here. And guys, I've already tried it. I'll go ahead and try another one. That's some good spinach. So, first stop on the list, spinach. Gotta have your spinaches. And of course, I always have my volunteers. We'll throw that back in there. It'll break down. One of the benefits of container gardening is that as the sun moves, guess what you can do? You can move your garden. And that's what I've done here. Next up on the list is my butter crunch lettuce. I got 4 heads here, but there's much more. We just don't have them all in this area. And the majority of them will be going in these boxes once these peppers finally give up. As you can see, my habaneros have given me my 4th iteration of harvest. That's right, you heard that correctly, 4. And what's crazy about it is, this was probably the runt of the litter when it came to all of my pepper plants. But now, she's thriving the hardest, trying to put on new blooms. Let's get a bit closer. So these bell peppers have been performing really well as well. I have plenty of peppers still on here, green peppers, that's what this is. And now they're ripening off into orange peppers, which is what I want. They tend to be a lot sweeter than your traditional green peppers. These American purple top rutabagas. Look at this, I got a bee. Oh, she left me. She landed on my hand. She's being all nice, just sniffing around. But these are the rutabagas. I have, how many do we have in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We got about 12 in there. Will I harvest all of them? Probably not. I'm only expecting to get a good 3 or 4 of them. And look at this little beast right here. Yeah, I'm still dealing with those. The next on our list is some carrots. Y'all know I love my carrots. In this pot, we have the purple dragon carrots, and they are thriving, doing just fine. Can't wait to taste these. That's what they look like. Y'all know I discovered that I actually like beets. So these are the beets that we're doing this season, and I thought they looked so cool. Don't they look so cool? Look at that. I've been calling them candy cane beets because that's what they remind me of. Next up on the list is the carrots, black nebulas. Again, I did it in this pot. This pot's a good 2 feet in depth. I only filled it up about 2/3 of the way, and they should have plenty of room to do what they do. I haven't showed you a whole lot with this plant because, to be honest, she hasn't been doing a lot, but I find it funny that she wants to try to show off right before the season is over for her and throw off all these blooms at the last minute. Now, I don't know what's gonna happen. I know she's not gonna hold all these fruit, but I'm gonna wait and see what happens. We have 2 different types of peas that are frost tolerant, and I made sure I got frost tolerant because, I got frost coming. So we got a pea snap sugar magnolia is on one side, and then we have pea shelling progress number 9 on the other side. I don't know which one is which, but if I had to guess, I'd say that this side is the purple ones because I see purple in between these areas here. So I tried to grow things that weren't necessarily native to this area, but can thrive in extreme cold temperatures. So I figured I'd be able to extend my growing season a little bit with things that can tolerate colder weather, but it's not going to get exactly as cold as they naturally would in their area that they're native to. That's my logic behind it. So I thought this was a really cool one. Choi is what it's called. Boom. This is what the plant looks like. Nice little tight bunches. It's really cool, right? Not sure what it tastes like. Let me go ahead and pick a piece. What is that? That has like a little, it had like a little kick to it. That's better than spinach, but it reminds me of spinach, but it's so hearty. Man, that's good. I'm gonna grow more of that in the spring. I can tell you that right now. Now, I slipped in some radishes, some last minute, my last ditch effort to get some radishes off as well. I'll show you those varieties here in a moment. So this is Calaboose cabbage. It's a purple cabbage that comes in a bunching formation. Let me see if I can go get the seed packet for you real quick. She looks like that when she's nice and grown and ready to be harvested. But this is what she looks like as she growing up. All of those are Calaboose cabbage. I think we got a radish that's ready. So yesterday I harvested a few, and I guess today I'll harvest one. I really like these kind of crops because they're very fast rewarding. Very fast rewarding. Now the star that, you see her? She's over here plotting. You see her? Over here plotting on my brassica. I'm not worried about it because I'm gonna spray them down real heavy this evening. This plant right here is a broccoli romanesco, right? Italian. So that lets you know it's from Italy. That's where it's native to. That's what that's gonna look like. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Yeah. So we got 4 of these. Really excited about this broccoli romanesco, which actually, thanks to my Aunt Linda, TNOG, I learned that this isn't even a broccoli. I got this thinking that I was gonna save space because it requires as much space as your traditional broccoli, but in all actuality, it is a cauliflower. Yeah, and I had no intention of growing cauliflower because, to be honest, I'm not a huge cauliflower kind of dude, but you know, I got it now. I wanted to switch it up when it came to the collards. So we got us some Moore's Heading collards in the building. That's right. So of course the collards won't stay in this small container their entire life. I just put them in there so they can grow up a little bigger, and then I'll up pot them probably tomorrow. They look like they're ready for a new container. Those guys have tripled in size for sure. You guys are really gonna love this plant this fall. This is a choi. It's called a yellow heart winter choi that I'm doing. And you see this yellow right here in the center? So what happens is, as it gets kissed by a frost, it will get yellow in the center of the heart of the plant. Hence the name yellow heart choi. Yeah, and in the middle, it's my last ditch effort to get a little bit of basil. Oh, that smells just like lemon. So that's my lemon basil. Now, when it comes to these radishes, and oop, my seed packets fell over. These are the radishes. This radish, this plum radish, is what I just harvested over here. And this has plum radish in it, as do this section over here. This also has Pusa Jumanji radish, right? And I think, nah, it's over here, right? That's what we have over here. somewhere in there. We're gonna go with Chinese shawu fruit radish as well as in this section. And we also have some over here. Collard greens here and here. And these flowers, oh, the dahlias, they are showing they behinds off right now. They're just showing. Now look at this one. Oh my goodness, look at her. Look at her. And then I got the black opal elephant ears starting to take off. Yeah, guys, this right here is probably my favorite dahlia. It's beautiful yellow. She's almost at the end of her bloom, but she's got those little red lines running through her. Super cool plants. If you were on my list to get some of these dahlias, the time is coming very soon. I gotta pull them up before my first freeze, but I'll probably lift them up after the first frost once they get bit. Well, all right, guys, that pretty much wraps this update up. Don't forget, please go out and support my campaign if you can, if you feel it in your heart. I'd appreciate that. And I'll let y'all go because I got to get on this brisket. I'm going to show you a shot of that real quick. Yeah, that look good, don't it? That's right. Got some family in town. We about to throw down. All right. Thanks for tuning in for another episode of Turf Therapy, where we're healing lawns and souls. And I'll see you next time for your weekly dose of therapy with Rob.
Oh, wasted. City lights are shining so bright. All these empty faces, we don't care about them tonight.